What's up YouTube, my name's Ravlar and welcome back to another video. So, as I'm sure a lot of you know, I love Ironman mode. I think it's a fantastic game mode which really brought the game back to life for me personally, and I know it's done the same for a lot of other people. Now, I play Ironman a lot, and that's what I've been streaming for the past few months, and the viewers love it, and I love doing it. So I thought naturally, as I do make Runescape 3 videos, it's time to get back to another Ironman series, but this time we're gonna do it right. So guys, welcome to the first episode of Best in Slot Hunter on my Ironman. Now what this series will involve is basically me going for a range of goals which I've outlined on this spreadsheet on my Ironman. Now the idea is to complete this spreadsheet, but that is a super long-term goal, and the good news is we've got so much to work towards, so plenty of content for you guys to enjoy. Now with the help of some friends, I've produced this amazing spreadsheet which has all the items which I want to achieve on this game mode. Now the spreadsheet will be in the description of every single episode, so you guys can check along with the progress and see how we're doing. Now of course, as the Ironman has already made some progress, I'm going to quickly go through this sheet with you guys now and show you guys what we have and what our immediate goals in the future are. So once you open the spreadsheet, you come to this main page which has all the item goals which I want to go for, and I've already ticked off the items which I have. Now at the very top there's a general list of stuff I want to get, like the comp cape, like an Amulet of Souls Reaper kit, etc, etc. Now if we scroll down a bit, we come to the melee section of this sheet, and as you guys can see, I already have a ZGS, which is awesome, and I already have a Scythe. Now the rest of my goals are outlined here. I want to get dual Kopeshes, dry goals for flanking and lunging, etc, etc. I also don't have the tier 99 prayer yet, so that's something which I will be hunting. Scrolling down a bit further, we come to the magic section, and as I'm probably going to be using mage for Telos, AOD, and a lot of other bosses, this is probably the most interesting for you guys. So unfortunately we don't have a sauce yet, but I do have a seismic wand, and I already have the tier 99 prayer, which is a massive plus. Now I do have lots of tectonic and Virtus, but I do aim to get elite tectonic very soon, and I can pray for a dual praisal set, which would be very awesome to achieve on an Ironman. Now if we scroll down to the range section, as you can see I have Sirenic, a bunch of Pernix, a Vengeful Kite Shield, but the only weapon I really have is a Nox bow, which is sadly not good enough at the moment, but I do want to achieve the rest of this stuff. I don't even have the prayer, so this is probably my most lacking style at the moment. So that pretty much covers it for the main page. I do have some other tabs here, and if we go into the side goals tab, this is not any best in slot related stuff, but just stuff I want to get alongside my main goals. And as you can see, I want to camp Vias to get pretty much 120 everything I can there. I also want to set up my player owned farm so I can get a lot of passive farming XP, and I can make invention potions, which I currently can't, and I will need that for P4E2. Also, I love Herblore. Herblore is my favorite skill in game, so I want to get all of these potion goals. And fletching and crafting, basically I want to fletch for components for P4E2s, and crafting basically just components for armor gizmos and dummies, etc. Now the bank, I would love to see a 10 bill bank value in the long run. I would also love to have an unaugmented Nox set for my own personal use, maybe I'll use it in Slayer, and I would love to have 300 mil cash. So these are just the side goals, feel free to check up on them. I will be showing them in the videos, but they are just on the side like I said. Now finally, I've got some other tabs here which could be useful to you guys. I've got an AFK and dailies tabs. This is pretty much just for my personal use, so I go through this to just see what dailies I have to do, and if I can't be asked to do them all, I just do the high priority ones. And I've got a list of AFK things to do, so when I AFK and make videos for example, I'm not just sitting around doing nothing. So yeah, this is just for my own personal use. But anyway, I'm really hoping you enjoy this series, so sit back, relax and enjoy guys. I'll get straight on to the footage. So welcome to the Ironman guys, and I know you've just gone through a lot of the stuff I've already had on the spreadsheet, but it's best to just do a really quick recap of the bank and what we have so far. At the moment my bank value is this, and remember we want to get to 10 bill so a ways to go. In terms of the bank, here's my general tab. Nothing too special, just some potions and the main armor I use. The next tab is pretty much the reward tab or the incomplete tab, so I have all my spare Rax pieces, all my God Wars Dungeon 1 dupes, all my God Wars Dungeon 2 dupes, etc. And I keep my energies and scales in here, so you can see I have quite a bit, so not too worried on the Tectonic and Sirenic front at the moment. And if we move on to the next tab, this is probably my favorite tab, and I love seeing sexy Ironman supply tabs, so if you have some, feel free to drop a screenshot in the comments below. That shit gets me off, man. Okay, it doesn't get me off, it just makes me very happy. But anyway, yeah, I've got lots of energies, some charge packs, lots of raw food, all these ores, etc, etc. Nothing too special. And in the next tabs is just generally some potions and a bit of junk. So nothing really to worry about. So enough background with the account, let's get right into the action. So I had run out pretty much of all nihils, so I came here and did some chinning. I used my scuffed AF setup with a combo of Armadillo and Pernix. I had the chins in my main hand, and I would just tag all the smoke and the shadow nihils together and chin them down, and I had my elite Deathlotus darts on the offhand. Now this is pretty much enough to keep me going, but I will have to come back. But the good thing about nihils is the side loot, which is always welcome, like the crushed nests and the elder energies. So a while back I did unlock the Rax base pet. Now I don't really care about pets too much, but I like how Mallory looks, so I went ahead and did a mage kill and a range kill to unlock these two skins. And if I can be bothered, I'll unlock the rest later, so I have a chance to get the Araxite egg drop. So I started a Telos streak and it had gone okay, up to 28 kill streak now, and yeah. The loot I like particularly is those crushed birds nests, man. Keep them coming, Telos, keep them coming. Now you guys may have noticed that I have a massive amount of scrimshaws, and that's because I do ports every day no matter what. It's that one daily, along with this fact actually, that I never miss, and that's just because scrimshaws are super useful, and I've set it up so I've got some duo voyages out, and that means I get more chances of getting the herbologist and the missionary, I think, which give bones. And I've set up the standard voyages, so 2 are on koi and scales, and the third one is free to reroll, which apparently increases the chances of bones on these. So I pretty much get bones like 6 out of 7 days a week. I also try and remember to do merchant whenever there's something useful there, but I often forget this, and yeah, I need to improve on it because the items are pretty good. What I particularly look out for are the Slayer coupons, the unstable air runes, the Dragonkin lamps, the effigies, and the insta-kill darts. But yeah, this is something I also do a lot. And of course I do my rune runs. Now this is something which I've learned never to forget, just because if you run out of air runes, it's so frustrating to go and make them yourself. And as I 4-tick pretty much everywhere, it is essential that I have a large stack of these. So yeah, always do your rune runs, Ironman, you will regret it otherwise. Now one thing which I'm not particularly good at is doing raids, and unfortunately I have 0 out of 15 acto, which is so demotivating and the reason why I don't start. But here I have some loot, we didn't get anything special, got some food which is always nice, but yeah. Hopefully I start doing these more regularly and hopefully we get some acto. That'll be nice, guys. Now sadly that streak I showed you guys earlier came to an abrupt end because of a DC, and yeah, that really sucks. But yeah, my internet is terrible. BT internet, if you're watching, shame on you. You guys you're not doing your jobs, man. It keeps disconnecting randomly. When it's good, but like, yeah, you never know when disconnection's about to happen. So sad times, guys, sad times. I've been collecting a lot of Ascension keys, AFKing at Capsarius, and I really do enjoy the AFK, but I've got quite a bit here, so I'm hoping that this would get me 1 crossbow. I'm quite worried about being unlucky at Ascensions just because it is a long grind, but yeah, hopefully we don't have to be unlucky, and yeah, let's see how we do. So this is my first time ever killing these Legions, and I am actually god awful at the moment, but hopefully I will improve. But on my first ever Primus kill, we got a Signet. Yeah guys, what a great way to kick this off. So yeah, lucky start guys, let's see if it continues. And you know what? It has, like 20 keys later, we've got the second Signet, so that's Primus done for the 2 bows. I might come here afterwards and use the remaining keys for the Defender. But yeah, wow. Lucky start, let's see if we can continue it. Now after not so many kills at Secundus, we got a Signet, so yeah, I was very happy with that as well. And the luck very much did continue because literally like 2 kills afterwards, we got the other Signet. Like what the hell, you can tell by my PMs, like my friends list is like, what the hell's going on, Rav? But yeah, like don't feel jealous just yet because there's still a long way to go, so yeah, you never know what could happen. So I have been trying to be quite regular with AOD. My friend Lucas has a hammer, so we have a perma team, which is pretty cool. But unfortunately this hour I didn't get anything, but I just thought I'd update you guys and let you know that I am doing regular AOD, because yeah, that would be one hell of a grind I think. So later on I went back to Telos and managed a 0 to 399 streak on a Nihil, which is pretty nice, and I was doing extremely well until this happened and I was just like, oh my god man, I phased it incorrectly because of 2 splashes and then the stun splashed and the streak was just gone. Feels bad man. The next day I went back to Legios and on the 5th one we managed to finally get the Signet here, and I was going pretty dry here. I'd been like 70 kills dry and I was really worried that this is the one which would hold me up. But we got the 1 Signet and I was really happy with that. But I thought I'd use my rest of my keys, and literally 2 keys later we got the other Signet. Oh my god man. Woo! Whew. I was worried there. I was worried. So that's the 5th one done. On to the next one. So at Sextus, in my first inventory at the last kill, nearly out of food and nearly died. But we managed to get the Signet again. And dude, I was so hyped right now. I was like, finally I'm getting lucky at this game. And yeah, it continued because literally the next inventory after that, we got the other Signet. So I was way under drop rate at this point. I had like no idea what was going on, but I was just relieved. Relieved more than anything, to be honest with you, because this could be one hell of a grind, like I said earlier. And yeah, it was just nice to have these done so far. So this is what the bank looked like at this point in terms of keys and Signets. Like, we'd been very lucky up to this point. So yeah, I just really hoped it continued, because literally just one of these need to be unlucky and you're fucked basically. So let's hope that doesn't happen. So on to quarters we went, and after about a couple of trips we managed to get the first Signet, and the next trip after that we got the second Signet, boys. So yeah, what the hell, I wasn't complaining at this point, but we still had 1 to go and that could ruin everything. So fingers crossed, let's see what happens. So only Tertius was left, and we'd used a few keys up by this point, and we finally got the first Signet. I had around 60 I think left to get the second one, and guess what happened? We got the second one on a different day, but we still got it, and I was so relieved. We'd got all 12 Signets. Like, what the actual fuck had just happened? I'd literally just started this grind, and a couple of days later we're done. And I know this is one place where Ironmen really don't like to go dry, because yeah, you could get fucked over. But yeah, we were lucky, and I had all these keys spare, which was awesome. And it took us a total of only 275-ish Legios to get this set. 2 Ascension crossbows were pretty much done. All I needed was the dragon limbs and we were good to go. But yeah, this was the start of the YouTube series, so maybe Jagex knew this low-key and they activated the luck button on my account and thought, hey Ravlar, you know what, you're gonna do this series, so have a lot of luck in this first episode. But anyway, I'm not complaining. That was one hell of a, I was gonna say grind, but it wasn't a grind, it was just one hell of an experience. Next time I will be going and trying to get the dragon limbs for making these and a bunch of other stuff. But for now guys, I really want to know what you guys think of this series, anything you want me to change, perhaps how regular you want me to be in terms of the videos, etc, etc. If there's anything you have an issue with the best in slot sheet, let me know. This is the pilot episode, so there's room for changes to be made. But at the end of the day, I just want to put out some high quality Ironman content out there. I know that the lack of Overfletch and the SN man has left a hole in our lives. This may not fill it, but hopefully you will enjoy it regardless. But anyway guys, I really hope you enjoyed the video, and let me know what you think about it. But for now, I'll see you next time. To the outro.